All right, guys. I've been getting this request a little bit here and there about how to set up Google Ads, how to do SEO in a very predictable and easy to understand way. The one problem I have with a lot of SEO guys and Google Ads guys is that they overcomplicate it. Really, I mean, look at it like a Pareto distribution. 80% of your results are going to stem from 20% of the actions that you take. And what I want to do with this video is talk about the 20%. I'm not going to get in too much into meta tags. I'm not going to get too much into, you know, your sitemap URL. I'm not going to get into anything super techie with you. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to give you a strategy that a non-technical person can do. And in order to do this, I mean, it's really going to be basic level. Anybody can really do it with a little bit of effort, a little bit of energy. Yes, you are going to have to learn some things. Sorry, but you're watching this video. You're not afraid to learn a few things. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it, right? This is going to be completely free. I'm not going to charge you anything for it. Some people might ask, well, Nevin, if you do SEO for people, why do you just teach it for free? And my answer to that's always very simple, right? You have two types of people. You have people who are do-it-yourselfers, and you have people who would rather just hire someone out to do it. If you are do-it-yourselfer, you are not my target market, right? So the reason I'm willing to teach this stuff for free and show you what I know is because I want to help you out, right? And maybe 6 months down the line, 9 months down the line, you are ready to have somebody do your marketing. And my hope and my goal is that, when you get to that point, I'm hoping that I've done enough to earn your business, right? When you come and you say, hey, I want to work with this guy because he helped me out and he knows what he's talking about. That's why I teach it for free, right? And in order to be a DIYer, you have to have two things. One, you have to have the desire and the willingness to actually do it yourself. You have to want to do it yourself, right? You actually have to want to do the SEO, the grind work. Number two, normally you have to have the time, right? And the old saying is you either have time or you have money, right? And the people who pay me to do it are normally already busy, right? They're already doing Google ads, or they're already doing Facebook ads, or they already have a reliable, steady flow of leads from somewhere. They're just paying a lot for it. The whole purpose of SEO is it's a long-term strategy. Over time, you want to start getting those leads for free, so you don't have to keep paying 20, 30 bucks for a lead. They just come to you for free because your website is ranking organically. So that's the whole purpose. That's why I teach it for free. That's why I'm not afraid to, let you guys in on every secret that I have now. I do have a couple secret weapons that I keep close to me that I don't really see too many people talk about. And, some things that have worked very, very well for me. So I like to keep those close. But this is like the meat and potatoes, everything that's going to work very, very well to get you ranked quickly. So there's three main topics I want to cover. You've got to first, competitor research. You need to know what your competitors are doing, and we'll get into that in here in a minute. Number two, you want to know what keywords, right? You want to have a ton of keywords on your website. You need to know what keywords are performing best, how to put them on your website, and first of all, how to find them, and then how to incorporate them on your website. And then number three, we need to get backlinks to your website, which is basically links that point to your website on other websites, and we'll get to that in a minute as well. So step one, we want to research the competition, and after I go through this presentation, I will show you some examples. I will show you how to research your competition. I will show you a bunch of stuff, so stay tuned towards the end for that. You want to know what keywords are they ranking for, right? What keywords are they not ranking for? What directories are they listed in? What social media channels are they on and performing well on, or vice versa, not performing on? How much traffic are they getting, and how nice is their website overall? A lot of people overlook that. A lot of people look at a website and say, well, I want it to rank, I want it to be in Google. But they completely overlook, ranking in Google is half the battle, right? The other half of the battle is once you've ranked in Google, people are finding your website, people are clicking to your website. Are they becoming leads? Are they taking the actions you want them to take, filling out the form and becoming leads? And if the answer to that is no, then it doesn't matter. You could rank number one for everything, but if nobody's converting and becoming customers, it does not matter. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. Okay. What you'll realize is that when you start doing SEO, you're going to have, probably 3 to 4 main competitors, 3 to 4 legit competitors that you actually have to compete with. You have to get more content than them. You need to get more backlinks than them. You need to have more blog posts. You need to have more keywords. It's only going to be about 3 or 4. Now, if you're in a super dense area, yes, it's going to be more. But then there are other ways. There are different strategies you can use to outrank them. Okay. The next thing, the next most important thing, once you've done your competitor research, and again, At the end, I'm going to dive into it and show you what to do. You want to have your list of keywords. So you want to create a list of the top keywords in your local area, and put them into a spreadsheet. And then what you're going to do is every time you run an ad, you're going to target these keywords. Every time you write a blog post, you want it to include a bunch of these keywords. Every title on your website, every header 1, header 2, header 3 should contain these keywords, right? Make your header 1, like I said. So header 1 is basically like a description, or it's like a title of a page. And so it could be, let's say you have a specific page on your website for gutter cleaning. Your header 1 title might be gutter cleaning in city name, right? Or just gutter cleaning, or interior gutter cleaning. I mean, there's so many different ways you could do it, but that's where your keywords would come in. Okay. Step number 4 to this process is every time you upload an image to your website, and you want to upload images often. Daily would be best. Weekly, if you can't do it daily, add some new images every single week if you can. Before and after pictures. That's the great thing about our industry, soft washing, is that your work makes for phenomenal before and after pictures. And you do 3 houses a day. That's a ton of content every single day that you're able to generate, which is going to lead to a snowball effect, leading to more traffic, or leading to more ability to get more traffic. So images often. And for those of you who do not know what the alt text is, the alt text essentially tells Google what the image contains. Right? So let's say it's you washing a house, you could say house washing in city name, right? So it basically is just a way for you to get more keywords, and very, very easily, by the way. Now, this is one of my secret weapons. I don't give away too many of my secret weapons. I only have like 3 or 4, but they're very, very powerful. YouTube videos are extremely overlooked, extremely undervalued. YouTube videos are going to help you rank extremely fast. I can't even, it's hard to really describe into words how powerful YouTube videos really are to your ability to rank in Google. Take before and after videos, do walk around videos, upload them to YouTube, and the title, fill it full of keywords, the description, put a link to your website, fill it full of keywords, and then embed that video on your website. That is a killer strategy. It works like a charm, and it'll really boost your SEO. That's one of those ways I'm able to rank websites so quickly. That's one of my little secret weapons that I like to use. And last but not least, here in this little intro, backlinks. So for those of you who do not know what a backlink is, it's basically a link to your website on another website. So let's say your domain name is www.powerwash.com, right? What this is that link would be published on let's say Yelp, Facebook, Instagram. It's a link on those channels where somebody could click it and go to your website. What does that tell Google? Well, the more backlinks your website has, the more in Google's algorithm, that's going to appear a more legit website, right? Because if you're a little scammer, and this is what Google really wants to prevent, is scammy websites, malware, things that are harmful to the end user. It wants to get those out. The more backlinks you have, the more legit your website looks. You can easily get backlinks on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Those are social media. You have no excuse, absolutely no excuse whatsoever not to have Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Those are the big ones. And then setting up your directory listings. Now, for directory listings, there are over 50 major directories that you can get listed in. Over 50, okay? Some of the most popular ones are Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, Angie's List, just to name a few. There are over 50 of them. The more you set up, the better. The more you set up, the merrier. Make sure you're going in and you're setting up all of your local directories. Okay. The next thing I want to mention here is upload YouTube videos as much as you possibly can. The more YouTube videos you have, the better. And I already talked about YouTube a little bit, but it's very, very, very important. So make sure you have that. And then reach out to local websites, your Chamber of Commerce, your local news source. See if you can get backlinks from them as well. That's going to be very useful for your local SEO. Okay. Now, I want to show you how to use the Google Keyword Planner. So we're going to head over to Google Ads here, and I'm going to show you how to use it. And this is going to give you data. This is going to give you realistic metrics to use. And then I'm also going to show you, coming down here, how to research some of your local competitors. And then I'm going to give you an example on a video. So when you come over to Google Ads, okay, we are in, you're going to come up here to Tools. You're going to go to Performance Planner. Right up here at the top. Now, if you have never done Google Ads before, you're going to want to go through the basic tutorial. This is not a Google Ads tutorial, so I'm not going to. I've made a bunch of videos setting that up in the past. Just go through a basic Google Ads tutorial, how to get to this point, It's very simple. Yes, you'll have to use your brain a little bit. I'm sorry, but you simply just have to. But once you're at this point, you're going to go to Tools and Settings. You're going to click on Performance Planner. Right? You just create a new one. Can't create a plan. Okay, we'll just go to one of the older ones. Sorry about that, guys. Keyword planners, what you want to go to. I was clicking performance. We want to go to keyword. Then you're going to go to search volume and forecast, and I already have a few listed here. Actually, no, I don't anymore. This is where you just want to enter some of the most broad keywords. So just go power washing companies, or companies, pressure washing, or I mean, you could even just go with power washing, go even more broad. House washing, exterior cleaning, and maybe you do gutter cleaning as well. Maybe you also do window cleaning. A lot of these services are pretty related, so just enter in those services and you're going to go ahead and click Get Started. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to go search just your specific area. So you want to get some real life data on your area. See, because let's say you want to go do your SEO, you want to go do marketing in general, but you have no data to work with. Can you do it? Of course you can do that. The fundamental problem you will experience by trying to put together a campaign without having data is that you won't know what you're targeting. You won't know, if something's working. You won't know what to do. So the problem with trying to start a campaign and not having data is that you're not really going to know what decisions to make. It's going to be difficult, right? This gives you access to that data. So the first thing I like to look at is historical metrics, and of course it turns it off, my location targeting when I switch, which is annoying, but Google decided that would be a smart thing to do for some reason. Just give it a second here to load, and now you can see this is just my area. Okay, you can see let's go January in 2020. It's obviously 2021 now, but in January 2020, or actually let's go February, because we're in February. Last year, for these specific keywords, there were 710 total searches for these keywords. Right, power washing had about 1,000, or this is average monthly, by the way. Gutter cleaning, exterior cleaning, between all these keywords, and then obviously in May it peaks up to around 46. Now, granted, this is not every keyword, so these numbers could be half of what they actually are for what you want to rank for, because we don't have every single keyword listed. But this does give you a good metric of, okay, this is what we should expect. We should hit hard in March, April, May, June, July is when we're going to kill it. Then we need to ramp up for August, September, October, because that's when it dies down, and then we shut down from November through February, or whatever you're shut down for. Now I can show you just as an example, how different this market would be than if let's just say we go to Orlando, Florida, and compare Orlando. I mean, you can see how much bigger this market is than the market I'm in. But now look at it, right? See how that graph came up? It's like steady throughout. It still peaks a little bit, in April, May, June. It still peaks, but it's it's relatively the same throughout the entire year. So as opposed to up here where it's a lot, it's a lot smaller, just a much smaller market up here than it is in Orlando. But this gives you a good idea, and then you can go do your forecast, and you can see kind of what your expected spend would be on these keywords. You can see which keywords are best to target. Now, I'm going to have a list of keywords that some of you guys might be interested in purchasing. Some of you guys may not. I've already done a ton of research on the keywords. You'll have access to that. And I'm also going to have a blog post that I've written full of keywords as well that you'll have access to at the end of this video on this page somewhere. So stay tuned for that if you guys are interested in having some of this heavy lifting done for you. It's already done, and then I'll go ahead and help you out with that. So now I just want to show you how to research competitors. So this is my website. I just had it open here for no reason. Well, actually, there was a reason. I was looking into it a little bit, but what I like to do is I'll just go power washing company. Let's just go power washing company in Mechanicsburg. Right, Mechanicsburg is my main target area. So for this would just be for me. I would want to go through and see who our top competitors are. Right, here's my company, EcoClean. We got Yelp, Angie's List, and Home Advisor. And this is why I tell you, be in these local listings, because listen, it's ranked number one. There are people that will click on Home Advisor. There are people that will go through Angie's List. There are people that will go through Yelp. The proof is in the pudding. People will go through there. Not saying you're going to get the best leads from it, but people will go through it, right? And here's my other company, actually, Mechanicsburg Power Washing. So I have two websites. Started my first website. Wish I didn't build it on the platform I built it on. So I built as I got better and better and better, I started built a new website. And so obviously now we're ranking both websites on the front page. But what I would want to do is research my competitors. So let's go Beam Soft Wash, right? This guy's ranking on the first page. Let's see what he's doing. Okay. Now, I can look at this guy's website, right? And I can just tell. Yes, he's on the first page. I don't really have to worry too much about this guy. Not too many people are going to fill out a form on this guy's website. Why do I say that? Well, look at it. It's not a very trustworthy website. There are still some people that'll fill it out. There are still some people who will work with it. But when we look through this guy's website, it's just not, it doesn't give you that sense of security, right? When you see this website, it just looks like it was thrown together. And he does have a bunch of reviews, which is doing great for him. That's one thing that he's doing well on. But when you look at this guy's website, you can just kind of tell, okay, he threw this together. He didn't invest very much into it. So that goes back to looking at his website. But I do want to know, I know that he's ranking for that keyword. Now, let's say another keyword we want to go through is pressure washing. Okay. Pressure washing. So let's see, who's ranking for pressure washing. Same thing, Home Advisor, Yelp, Angie's List. Now we got Keystone, Full Blast, Liberty. Here's Eco Clean. We're ranking a little bit lower. So I would want to go and say, okay, well, we're ranking lower on that. What is Keystone doing? That is getting them to rank so high. They're not even secure websites, so that's a benefit to us. Let's go to their homepage. Let's see what's going on. Okay, they're using stock images. Okay. Now their website's a little bit better, right? Their website looks like they actually paid to have a website built rather than doing it. And there's nothing wrong with doing it yourself, but you know how that goes. We go through and say, okay, this guy's ranking for this website. Then we just look through it, just research his website. Okay, and never copy. So you would never want to just take this and copy his words ever. You never want to do that. But you would see some of the keywords. So pressure washing services, okay, keyword, boom, and then he's got his cities he targets. Yep. Same thing down here. You can see more of the keywords that he targets. Another is probably a header too. Schedule an appointment for power washing or house washing today. There's two more keywords, right? And that's another keyword you'd want to test. So let's just go up here instead of going pressure washing. We'll check house washing. Let's see who's ranking for that. And Angie's List, Home Advisor, Yelp, Liberty, again, great company. Here we are coming up again on the front page, and we got Beam, so we're ranking above them. Here's my other website, Power Washing Mechanicsburg. Keystone again. Now we've got Full Blast on the front page. Okay, what is Full Blast doing? And what can we do, to outrank them? Now we're already outranking this company, but we still want to come in and look and see, okay, what are they doing and what can we do better? So that's what I mean by doing research on your competitors. Now, I do want to give you an example of a video. So if I'm on my homepage, I have a couple different videos. This is my second website. I have another website where I have a video on the front page, but this is the one I pretty much invest all my time into now. You see here I have a video. Videos are useful for two reasons. One, it's going to help you actually rank better. It's going to actually get you to show up more. But two, it's going to hold people's attention. And part of what Google uses inside of their algorithm is an equation. The amount of people that come to your website, right? So whether you're sending traffic through Facebook or whatever, and then how much time the average person spends on your website. So videos are going to be great because they increase the number of time or the amount of time the average person spends on your website. They increase that, right? So your average time spent on your website with a video could increase by a minute. If you do that, guess what? The more time they spend on your website, the faster and the more you will rank your website in Google. So videos are extremely, extremely important. I cannot overestimate how important they are. So make sure you have a video if you don't already. Okay, and then again, just eye-catching stuff, animations, graphics. These are just the little things that are going to help increase your ability to rank. All these images, guess what they have? Alt text describing the image to Google. So this would say house washing, power washing, paver cleaning, just different keywords. Again, guess what? All these reviews full of keywords. Same thing. Free quote in minutes doesn't really include an important keyword, but it tells you, it's a sales proposition. Right? More keywords. So that's really what it comes down to, guys. In a simple way, keywords, content. Like I said, I will have a list of over 300 keywords available to you. Also have a blog post written for you and a promotional video that you can use for your website. If you guys are interested in that, click the button on this website, go ahead and purchase that, and go ahead and get yourself set up for success. You'll also get access to a free website template, so I'm going to send you access to the website. Basically, you get to see what your website would look like for free before you buy it. If you like it, then you have a chance to buy it. If not, then hey, you can model it. You can use some of the things here and there from it if you like, but you have an option to see what it looks like before you buy it. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and fill out the form, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, everyone.